Rain beats a heavy rhythm on the glass, counting every single second that has passed since you packed your bags and walked out of the door, leaving all our shattered dreams upon the floor. I sit alone within this cold and empty room, wrapped inside a heavy shroud of silent gloom. The clock is ticking, but the time is standing still, a bitter winter creeping over every hill.
I found your old wool sweater underneath the bed, and every word you ever spoke is in my head, like a ghost that haunts the corners of my mind, leaving nothing but the wreckage here behind.
I try to breathe, but all the air has turned to stone. I never knew what it was like to be alone. The shadows stretch across the faded wooden floor, and I don't think I'll ever see you anymore. The silence is a weight that presses on my chest. I try to find a way to get a little rest, but every time I close my eyes I see your face, and I am trapped within this dark and lonely place. The coffee cups are sitting untouched on the sink. It gives me far too much availability to think about the promises we whispered in the dark, about the flame we built from just a little spark. But now the fire has turned completely into ash, and all our memories have vanished in a flash. I see your face in every stranger on the street. I hear your footsteps in the rhythm of my beat.
But it's an illusion born of desperate desire, a lonely soul that's getting consumed by the fire. The photographs are staring blankly from the wall, reminding me of how we used to have it all.
Now I am standing in the pouring, freezing rain, with nothing left to shelter me from all this pain. The world keeps moving, but I'm frozen in my place, trying to find a single trace of your embrace.
The autumn leaves are falling down upon the ground, and there is not a single comforting sweet sound.
And the tears keep falling like the autumn leaves, for the broken heart that silently receives every single blow of love that walked away, leaving only cloudy skies and shades of gray.
Oh, the silence is a loud and deafening sound, when the one you love is nowhere to be found.
I am drowning in an ocean made of blue, searching for a way to get away from you. But every road I take just leads me to the past. I always knew that something beautiful couldn't last.
I went down to the cafe where we used to meet. I took a corner table looking at the street. The waiter asked me if I wanted to order for two, and in that moment all the agony was brand new.
I had to hide my eyes and turn my head away, 'cause there was nothing that my frozen lips could say. The sugar packets and the napkins on the tray looked like the remnants of a better yesterday.
I walked outside into the crowded city square, but nobody noticed the ghost that was standing there. They all have places and people they need to see, while there is nobody left in this world for me.
Streetlights flicker as the evening starts to fall, and I am leaning back against a brick wall, wondering how two people who were so alike could leave each other so completely far behind.
The wind is blowing colder than it did before, and I'm knocking on a locked and bolted door.
The letters that you wrote me are inside a box, secured away behind 100 heavy locks. But I don't need to open them to know the lines. I read them daily through 1,000 different signs. You said you'll love me till the stars forgot to shine. You said that your entire destiny was mine. But now the sky is black and empty overhead, and all those beautiful declarations are dead.
I take a walk along the river where we talked, and trace the very footsteps where we once had walked.
The water flows so cold and muddy down below, reflecting all the sorrow that I've come to know.